All right, everybody. Welcome. You guys are in for quite an event, and I got to tell you something. I've already seen over here. We got Colorado, we got Ireland, we got Atlanta on here tonight. We got North Dakota, Ohio, Texas, UK. We're north of the border in Ontario. We got California, Minnesota, North Carolina. Man, we are loaded with everybody here, and you're here for one reason, and that reason is because we're going to deliver some epic content tonight, because in the house is some epic talent here, some Zig, just fans. We not only have the son of Zig Ziglar, okay, here in Tom Ziglar, but I think we have the #1 protege of Zig Ziglar. So we're talking about one webinar. We're talking about one live experience where you get to hear from the son of Zig Ziglar and Tom Ziglar, and you get to hear from the #1 protege in Kevin Harrington, the original shark from Shark Tank, the inventor of the infomercial. And that's why I can guarantee you it's going to be epic content that we're going to deliver tonight. In fact, I just want to start, because we got a celebrity in the house. So I want to just ask Kevin, what brought you to this point right here, right now, talking about your mentor, Zig Ziglar?
I've got to go back 40 years to tell the story, okay?
Go back. Let's take us back.
I'm not going to take that long, though. But no. So I was a senior in high school, sitting there. I had a small business when I was in high school, kind of entrepreneurial, driveway sealing. And when Zig's first book came out, it was just unbelievable for me, because it gave me a total mind shift to want to be a much more powerful human being, person, entrepreneur, everything. And so I then, as I was getting into college, I started something much bigger, much more powerful, which grew to 25 employees while I was in college. So, that was the very beginning. And so I never let Zig out of my mind, and so followed him, and that's why I call him my mentor, because I bought everything that he had, from audios, the books, to his next one that was very, very powerful. For me, a game changer was The Secrets of Closing the Sale. And that came out in 1984, the first year that I did my infomercials. And so I know we're going to talk a little bit about some of the things I learned from that, but that over 100 closing techniques, very, very powerful. So I'm here because Zig was my mentor. I'm here to honor Zig, and it's so powerful to be here with Zig's son, Tom Ziglar.
Okay, so I got a question for everybody watching right now. All right, just think about this for a second. At 18 years old, you're a senior in high school, Zig Ziglar all of a sudden shows up in your life and becomes your mentor.
Yes.
All right, so how incredible would it be to have Zig Ziglar as your mentor? Can you imagine? I mean, put it in the comments over here. All right, I want to see how many of you wish you would have had Zig Ziglar as your mentor when you were in high school. I know I would. I mean, the only thing that would have been better than that would have been to have Zig Ziglar as your dad. So, Tom Ziglar,
all right.
What was it like growing up under the sales master, your father?
I tell you what, if you are listening right now and you heard Dad at some point, just tell us where. Just chime in, tell us where. But I will tell you this, as good as Dad was on stage, he was even better one-on-one. I mean, and I tell people all the time, nobody can replicate what Dad did on stage, but we can all be Zig Ziglar one-on-one. And he had this way of making you feel like you're the most important person in the room. And growing up with Dad and playing, we played so many rounds of golf. We spent a lot of time traveling together. We did all these things. He was always with me, right? And there's a big difference between being with somebody and being in the presence of somebody. I have pictures going back, and, I show one of them. His arm is around me. We're at an event, right? We're sitting in a chair, and he's got his arm around me. And he would lean over and tell me things about what was going on. And there's a privilege that I had, and that's when I started my sales career. I remember going on sales calls. I'll talk about it more later. I would get stumped, and I could pick up the phone.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
You had to do it
Hey.
through books and CDs and tapes. He got to just pick up the phone.
That's what, teleclose or something like that.
That's right.
Hey, hold on just a second, Mr. Prospect. I need to make a phone call.
I literally have done that. I've literally done that.
Yeah.
And, you know, that is a powerful thing, you know, and what's cool is we can almost recreate that today with technology.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? It's
You're
like,
right.
Yeah.
But I had that privilege, and it was interesting because my instinct, I had the right direction, you know, my instinct was right, but the actual what to say is what changed everything. The actual what are you going to say is what makes the difference.
Right. Yeah.
All right, so
Okay.
here's the deal, guys. We're sitting here, they're pouring in. Number one, they think you're a lucky guy
Yeah.
because you had Zig Ziglar as a mentor,
Yeah,
all right?
he's lucky,
And number
sure.
two, they want to switch places with you and grow up Ziglar.
That's
All
right.
right, but they're talking about all the people that met him, that went to his speeches, that heard him speak. And so Zig Ziglar your dad ends up impacting 250 million people. You know, Kevin was one of them, all right? But one of the things that we know now as we look back, and oftentimes people that become masters, all right, sometimes their mastery is not fully understood for decades, sometimes generations. But here's what we know. There are secrets to that mastery.
Yes.
There are secrets.
Yeah.
And the secrets are what makes all the difference. And the proteges are the ones that find out the secrets. Kevin found out the secrets of your father and went on to do $5 billion in sales. So here's what we're going to do tonight. You grew up Ziglar. You used the mastery to blow up businesses. So here's what I want to do. How many of you would like to hear some of the secrets? How many of you would like for us to reveal some of these secrets by the master? So what I'm going to ask you guys to do,
Yeah.
I want you to pull back the curtains, and I want you to share a couple of the secrets of the sales master, Zig Ziglar.
I'll start.
All right, do
Okay,
it.
So listen, one of the original spots that we did, there was a guy named Arnold Morris who cut through Coca-Cola cans, and he had the Ginsu knife in his hand when I saw him. And when we first tested the show, it did okay. And it wasn't a grand slam, but we went back and we found out that a lot of people that were calling weren't ordering. And we were like, what's the problem? Why aren't people ordering? And so when we called them back, it was the Ginsu on TV didn't look like it had that much value, okay? So we were giving you 2 Ginsu knives and a few other things, but the bottom line is the price. Zig always said that you make the sale when the value is above the price. Okay, so
That's it. That was him right
if
here.
the price is here and the value is here, you're not going to make the sale.
Nope.
Once you bring the value up, so now we didn't know this because we were just putting infomercials out on TV. We weren't in front of these people to understand what the problem was. But when we called the people back that didn't order, we were hearing back, is it a good deal? Is the value there, right? So now we then redid the spot with, when you buy the Ginsu knife set, we're going to give you 6 free steak knives, and stay tuned because also a paring knife, and you're going to get this and a fillet knife. But wait,
There's
more, right? So that's where all of this came from, was the value exceeded the price, because we had to just keep throwing stuff at them, not knowing what was the point, that they were going to let's just give them enough that we know they're going to buy. And so
that secret is so powerful. How many billions in sales do you think can be attributed to that
billions,
one secret?
without a doubt, billions and billions.
Right.
Because I wasn't the only one that was using it then. After everybody saw this, it was, you couldn't watch a spot anymore after all of this, where people were. It's a very quick industry to copy. Okay.
So when I hear you tell that story, I'm immediately go to the pictures the iconic pictures of your father, and literally he's doing this.
That's right.
And he's doing this, and he's saying the sale happens when the scale goes like this. Okay? And he knew that, and he knew how to make that scale turn. That's a powerful secret. It's a secret that generated billions of dollars in sales. What's your secret, Tom?
So the first secret that I want to share is I was in sales at the company, and I'd been in sales for probably 2 years, and the phone rings. And this guy on the other end of the phone, he says, "Hey, Tom, I'm so glad I got you. I have discovered the #1 sales secret." He said, For my last 5 years in my company, I've been middle of the pack. We have 150 sales reps. I've been 75-ish for 5 years. I'm number one. I've figured out the secret. And I said to him, well, tell me the secret.
Tell me the secret.
And he said, I can't. We're only 6 months through the year. I got to finish number one. And so I made him promise. I took down his name. 6 months later, he called me back and he says, Tom, I finished number one. Let me tell you the secret. So here was the situation. He was selling high-end copying machines. So think back 25 years ago.
Yeah.
These things are costing $100,000 plus. It was a 3-call close. So he would go into the prospect, he would look at their existing equipment, find out their needs. That was the first call. The second call is he would invite them over to a demo, right? They go to his location, the manager, the VP, the finance guy, they all look at it. And then the third call was the closing call. And this is where he goes back to their location. He's got to go in their conference room, and he's got to make a presentation where they're going to say yes or no at the end. So this is what he knew. He knew that he always got the same 5 or 6 objections every single time. And because of the relationship, he knew what the 3 most likely objections were. Now think of the rocket science involved in this. He had underlined in his book where Dad overcame each one of those objections, and he had marked on his cassette tapes where those objections were.
Wow.
So here's the secret. He would get to the presentation, instead of 30 minutes early to set up, he would get there an hour early, and he would sit in his car, and he would listen to, while he read, Zig Ziglar overcoming the objection.
Those 3.
That was his prep. So how many of you want to go from the middle of the pack to number one with that amount of preparation involved? It's almost no preparation. Right? Because every industry, no matter what you're selling, you're getting the same objections over and over again. There's always the same one. So the secret is, what are the objections you encounter, and have you mastered the best way to overcome it?
And
I love it.
He had the ability to go back to the resource of all the best closes, memorize them, which is ultimately what is so beautiful about Zig.
Over 100 closes.
He recorded all these, books, audio, video, etc. Right?
So I'm going to go ahead and jump in here, and I'm going to tell you one of the secrets that I heard from somebody else, because Tom just made me reminded me of that. Jason, this young man that we met,
right.
This guy doesn't have a job, but somebody gives him secrets of closing the sale. So Zig, your father, in the beginning of the book says, get out a 3x5 card, write down the closes, and the guy who knows the most closes wins. So he started memorizing them before he even had a sales job. He then gets a sales job, and he crushes it. He becomes the top salesman right away, went on to start his own company. Now he's one of the top webinar companies out there, runs a webinar company called Rapid Crush, doing tens of millions of dollars, and he says it right up front. I basically take the closes I learned from Zig Ziglar and I apply them in the webinar world, and now I'm crushing it. And he did it because he knew more closes than anybody else. Your father used to say that big sales happen on the 6th close. So if you only know 2 closes, you're done.
Yeah.
You're not going to get the sale. So that's a secret as well. The guy who knows the most closes is getting the sale.
Yeah.
All right. What? Give us give us another secret.
We're going to keep sharing more of these.
We
There's
will.
There's so many. But okay, so I was very young. This is going back over 25 years ago, and I'm on my way to make a big sale over to Saudi Arabia, and I was meeting with the Sheikh, Sheikh Salah Kamel, who owned all the TV stations, 5 channels in all of the Arabic countries, 20 countries, satellite distribution.
So we're talking about a multi-billionaire. One of the richest people in the Middle East.
He had the contract to clean all the toilets in the entire country of Saudi Arabia, okay? Because, it was who you knew, right? And I was sitting in his office, and you see that over there? With all these cars you drive around. That's where you get a driver's license. Everybody in this country has to get it at my place, okay? But he owned all the TV networks.
All right, so this had to be intimidating.
And I'm so intimidated before I'm on the plane going over, thinking, how am I going to close this guy on doing business with me, this young kid from Cincinnati, Ohio, right? So I'm like, I going through Zig's books, okay? Here we go. The secrets of closing a sale. And so and sometimes you just never know which one it is. Just like you said, he had 3x5 cards. So fear of loss, right? So I'm thinking, if I get fear of loss, so I went into the meeting and I said to the Sheikh, I first met him, and before I even sat down, I said, look, just full disclosure, before we even sit, I need to say, I have talked to one of your competitors because I'm, trying to decide who's best for my programs in this marketplace. And immediately, before I even sat down, the whole mood shifted where the Sheikh was now pitching me on why I needed to choose him instead of his competitor. And so it was the fear of loss to him. He was fearing that he would lose my programming to his competitor. And I don't know if he even knew so much about my programs as he didn't want his competitor to beat him out. That was the whole fear. So now he's bringing in his CFO, he's bringing in his son, he's bringing all these people. They spent 2 hours trying to close me on doing business with them. And that was just the most unbelievable breakthrough that I think that I had ever seen in my life at that point, was turning the table that I wasn't now closing the sale. He was closing me, and at the end of that day, he committed to a $25 million funding of the business in Saudi Arabia. So it was a $25 million sale that was successful with just that one turn of the table, the fear of loss.
And I'm going to tell you something. Based on that story, you actually closed that deal in the first 60 seconds you were in his office.
When I told him.
Because 60 seconds, and after that 60 seconds, he then was selling you.
Yeah. Oh, and it was amazing. I mean, he had a big 100-foot boat that he took me out on later, and all these things that he was just trying to super impress me on why, made me commit that I was not going to go back and talk to the other people anymore, and all of this. And we walked out with an MOU ready to go.
So I want to know, okay, everybody that's watching this on the webinar, Facebook Live, I want to know something. If you learned some of these secrets, do you believe that these secrets could help you sell more in 2018? Or maybe help you with a product, a purpose, or a passion that the world needs? If you knew some of these secrets, do you think so? I want to see a yes. Put a yes in there. Put a yes over here in Facebook. Put a yes in the comments. I want to know if you think these secrets are valuable and would make a difference in your business and, quite frankly, in your life. Because you know what? Everything is sales.
Right.
Yeah.
All right?
Everything.
My wife was watching one of the videos, your first video,
right,
and you're talking about everything is in sales, and she's she's home taking care of the family, and she got up and said, you know what? I'm in sales.
Yeah.
In fact, I think some days I got to sell more than you do, because I got to sell the kids on what they eat and what time they get up and go into school.
Right.
We're all in sales. Everything is in sales. And so if you believe, man, we got thumbs up galore. Yes, 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 exclamation point. Yes, yes, yes. To sell is to serve. Definitely. Right. Yes, yes. The whole page is already scrolled up twice over here. So, all right. So you know that selling is really everything, that we're all in sales, and it's integral. But we also know that sometimes it can be intimidating. Sometimes it can be hard. Sometimes we have objections we have to face. And so knowing how to overcome those is really where it's at. Tom, you got another secret?
I tell you what, I got 2 more secrets. One of them is probably the close that's made more people more money than any other close. So I want you to get your pen ready, because I'm not telling you that one right now.
All right.
You're going to have to.
I'm not telling you that one.
I'm not telling you that one yet.
That one too.
That's the anticipation
That's
close.
right. That's the anticipation close, right? I'm going to tell you the phone and Zig close. So, and this is fun. Okay, so I go to Brooklyn, New York, with our VP of Sales at the time, Michael Norton, and we're calling on a casket company. Okay, so we're in Brooklyn. We're in one of those 4-story brownstones. It's about 20 feet wide, real tall.
Yeah.
And it's got, on the top floor, the grandparent lives, who founded the company like 70 years earlier.
Right.
Right? The second floor is the offices. The first floor is a little showroom. And in the basement is the conference room with all these caskets. Michael and I walk in. They take us downstairs. And there are 8 very large Italians dressed in black suits.
Wow.
And we're surrounded by coffins. Okay, this is like it's like right out of the movies. And so we break the ice and we have fun for a minute. We make light of the situation, and then they say we've got this challenge. In the funeral home business, about 50% of the funeral homes at that time are family owned. And so when you see a funeral home, there's like 3 generations on the. It's like Laterno and so and so and so and so. And they say our challenge is when we go into those funeral homes, the great-great-grandfather who found it bought from the great-great-grandfather who founded the casket company. Right? And then it goes down, so the grandfather brought from the grandfather over here. So they have generations of buying the same product from the same company. And so what this is known as replacement selling. So they're wanting to break into this organization and sell them the casket. And they're like, every time we start the conversation, like, no, we're loyal. We've been buying for 60 years from the same place. Anybody have replacement selling? Do you sell a product or a service and you've got a competitor who's already got a relationship in there? So here's the secret. This is so awesome. So I call Dad and I'm like, okay, what do we do here? And this is what Dad says. He says, here's the thing. They're confusing their responsibility to their relationship with their responsibility to their customer. And so you flip the conversation. You ask them, so why are you in the funeral home business? And here's the cool thing about that business. The families that are in it, they are passionate about it. They believe it's their honor to serve their community, right? To stand beside their friends who are going through the toughest time of life. I mean, these people are highly invested. Their number one priority is to make sure that the people they love are taken care of in this time of need. And so you let them talk. You let them tell you how much they love their customer. And then you ask the segue question. Oh, well, that's awesome. I can tell you're passionate about your customer. So let me ask you a question. If you had a better way to serve your customer, would you be okay looking at that? And so immediately, because we got the prospect focused on their real customer, it provided the opportunity to share with them the benefit of their product or service over the competition, where before they weren't even getting that.
Right.
And so we've always got to remember that when we're selling something to somebody, we've got to put ourselves, right? We're serving them. We got to put ourselves in their seat and say and anticipate, who are they trying to serve? Because if I can help them serve their customer in the process, then we have a great chance of winning the sale.
Beautiful.
I love it. I love it.
Nice.
You know what?
Very
I got a
good.
question
Powerful.
I got a question for everybody. Okay, put in the comments, all right? What is the one word that when you're selling somebody you don't want to hear? What's the word that you're in the back of your mind you're saying, I don't want this word to come out of their mouth? Okay? Put that in the comments right away. No. Okay? No. All right? No. All right? No, no, no. No. I can get it cheaper. That's not one word. I already have an 8. That's not one word. No. Price? No. No. Okay, so here's the deal. All right? Most of you are putting no's. That's the word I was thinking of as well, because that's the word that as soon as you get the no, where do you go from there? But let me tell you something. I've learned something really powerful from my friend Kevin Harrington here, because I've actually got to watch him in action negotiating multi-million-dollar deals. And I'm not kidding you. When the person he is selling says no, I see him fighting back a smile. Yep. Like, I know him well enough now to see, I see this little smile coming up his face, and I want to just cover my hands and go, oh, they have no idea what they just did. Okay? Because when you know the closes, when you're confident in selling, no is actually the first big step to the sale.
Yes.
Take it away, Kevin. Why do you like to hear no when you're selling somebody?
I do, because in the very beginning, no meant no, and I left and I didn't make the sale until I learned.
So many millions of others.
Right, but no meant they were a decision maker, right? So they made a decision, no, and as quickly I found out that the people, I started in door-to-door selling, and the people that would say, I'm not interested, no, I'm not going to buy, as quick as they could make that decision, when I was able to give them new information, then they were that quickly able to change that decision. It's called a new decision close, and they were that quickly able to say yes, because they're making these gut just reactional no's, but that became a yes once I gave them the proper information.
Imagine how powerful it is when someone says no, if you right away say, I got a customer.
Yeah.
All I have to do is do this.
Yeah.
All I have to do is replace, put that value on top, and you've got a buyer. Because the only person you can't sell to is the person who can't make a decision.
Exactly.
That's it. But if they can make a quick decision no, they can make just as fast a decision yes.
Right.
All right? I got another question for everybody, and then I want to share with you something incredible that we found. And I want to know how many of you, we've done like 7 secrets, okay? How many closes do you know? All right? Be honest, okay? I'm not going to call out your name. I'm not going to put your name. I'm not going to embarrass anybody. I want to know a number, an actual number. How many closes? Because we've already gone through 6 or 7 closes. Actually, there's been a few closes in some of the secrets we've said here.
Yeah.
So how many closes do you know? Okay, we've got 3. We've got 0. We've got, thanks for being honest, by the way. We've got 1,
Yeah.
maybe 5, probably 4. All right, 6, 3, 0. Let me tell you something, all right? Mr. Ziglar did the research and found out that 6-figure and 7-figure sales, people who can sell that kind of volume, the sale happens on the 6th close. So that means if you know less than 6 closes, you're probably not getting the sale. So imagine if you knew 16 or 60. That's how you go into a sale confidently. So here's the deal. How many of you would like to have the full secrets? How many of you would like to have, we can't give all the secrets, all right? So if we were able to share with you even more of the secrets tonight, I see hearts and stuff flying all over the place. Me, yes, please. All right, so here's what happened. So Kevin gets involved with the brand. He's his protege, Tom, son of Zig Ziglar, and we're like, we've got to start making your father's content available digitally. So we're like, where do we start? Well, let's start with secrets closing the sale, right?
Yeah.
The problem is that there was nothing like that on digitized at all. So we start going and looking, and we discover a vault. Now, this vault was discovered by accident. It literally was closing down a warehouse that had been 30 years in existence and moving it to a new warehouse. And in that process, over 1,000 beta tapes. Do you guys know what beta tapes are? Does anybody know what a beta looks like? I mean, it's a giant tape. I mean, it's like that big of a tape, maybe even bigger.
Yeah.
We had reels,
Yeah.
thick. And so, I mean, we didn't have anything that could play these things. All right? And so, but what we realized is that this is gold. These are masters. Nobody's ever seen it. And we find this box. And on this box, it says, Secrets of Successful Selling by Zig Ziglar. Tom, your dad, 30 years ago, taught a course on this book.
That's right.
And he did it for a Fortune 500 company. And we were able, thankfully, to recover those digital tapes. And we now have that entire course digitized.
Yeah.
It's like the ultimate. I mean, you could literally phone a Zig right now.
Right now.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
that's how cool it is.
You can read it, but when you hear the story and then how it's presented, that's the difference. And this is dozens and dozens and dozens of closes that he was actually performing live in front of an audience. Unbelievable. A small audience.
So we show Kevin the video, and he's like, oh, that's the close I used to do this, and I used to do this, and I used to do this. And so what ended up happening was the course itself is just like out of this world. And then Kevin came along, and he is narrating the course, showing you how to apply all of these closing techniques real time, in real world, in real business. And so how cool would that be? I shared earlier that Kevin had Zig Ziglar as a mentor. Tom had him as a father. So my question to you now is, how many of you would like to have Kevin come alongside and help you in your business? How many of you would like Zig Ziglar to be your mentor? All right, that's what we've created in digitizing this to make it available to the world.
Yeah.
It's exciting. I told you it was going to be epic. Truly, truly epic. So here's what we're doing right now. We are right now making this available to the world. It's called the Secrets of Closing the Sale Masterclass. So imagine your father, how much did he get paid for one speech, Tom?
Oh my gosh, it ranged, but at the end of his career, $75,000 to $100,000.
Okay, so one speech for about an hour on stage, your dad would get $75,000 to $100,000. Kevin, I know people routinely pay you as much as $5,000 to make a 5-minute pitch.
Right.
And I know that you travel and give speeches in that range as well. So you're talking about having a mentor that got paid $100,000 for one speech, a business mentor who routinely gets 6 figures for one day, at an organization or a company, and you're being able to take that and have it at the comfort of your fingertips at your home. You have that ability to do that. And so that's what we want to make available. We want to make it available to the world. It's time that the secrets are known. It's time that people know the secrets, and they know what you did with the secrets. They know how you grew up with the secrets. That's what this is all about. So arguably you could say it's $200,000 worth of value. Clearly we're not asking you to pay $200,000. In fact, we're going to go a step further. Anybody who gets involved in what we're doing, we're going to actually give them some bonus sessions. We're going to give them some extra bonus content, some extra videos. In fact, one of the things we're going to do is we're going to give them access to an exclusive community. Wow. How cool is it, to have a community? You've got a community of mentors. Yeah. You still get coaches. You still get people that inspire you as well.
Absolutely.
How valuable is community today?
Oh, you get instant feedback. You have an issue, a problem, a question, instant feedback, just like we're getting instant feedback right now from thousands of people. The same thing happens when you're in that community.
Yeah, one of the things that I speak on right now is the 3 keys I learned in my life, and one of them is it costs way more than money to go it alone, because our most precious thing is our time.
Right.
And when you can access an expert who's already paved the path and learn in a short amount of time what took a lifetime to distill, then what you've done is you've created a new life and a new opportunity and a new level of success in a fraction of that time. You can never get your time back.
Yeah. So you've got a master class that literally has priceless value of Mr. Ziglar, Kevin Harrington on this masterclass. You've got a community of support all around you, easily a couple $100 a month worth of value out of that community. 6 bonus videos. All right, the 6 bonus videos have a value of about $5,000 by themselves. Okay, and then I know one of the things that Kevin stepped up and said, you know what I'll do? For everybody that gets involved in what we're doing, I'll do a live coaching call 4 times a year. Now, why in the world would you do that? Why would you, if you're paid, tens of thousands of dollars to spend one day with people, why are you going to give a live coaching call to this community?
Well, because you're joining our community because you're looking for some advancement, some ideas, some help. And if you're going to put your faith in us, we're going to bring it right back to you. This was Zig Ziglar's mentality, is that if you get everything in life you want by helping enough other people get what they want, and that is where I am at this phase of my life, is I want to help as many people out there right now with their specific questions, because on a quarterly basis, you're going to be able to jump on the call and ask your specific question, and we're going to answer it right there. And I know we got some other things we're going to be talking about too, but that is very powerful. 4 times a year, you're going to get that.
All right, listen, I got to go ahead and show this up here. We got too many people over here saying, how do I get involved? Where do I get involved? All right, we got some more we want to share with you, and we got some additional value. These guys would like to actually throw some additional value in here. And so, but for those of you that are interested in getting involved, zigsecrets.com/enroll. zigsecrets.com/enroll is where you can go over, check it out. And I know on Facebook here it's backwards, but you get it. In fact, if you would, go ahead and have some people put it in the comments, zigsecrets.com/enroll. So let me go through the top what we're talking about here. We're talking about a master class that has $200,000 worth of value. You're talking about bonus videos. You're talking about a community. You're talking about coaching calls. People pay you $5,000 for 5 minutes. So let's just say it's an hour-long coaching call, and let's just give it a value of $5,000. That's $20,000 worth of coaching calls. But you know that what we're here about, Tom, is your dad's legacy.
That's right.
It's about extending the legacy. And even though your dad did accept, $100,000 for a speech, I think he would be proud of the fact if we put this in as many people's hands as possible.
Yeah, that's right. And you know what? I can't stand it, okay? I got to add something to this.
Oh, you got to add something to it?
Yeah, I got to add something.
Wait a minute. We haven't even told him what the price is.
Should I wait? Should I wait?
Yeah, I want you to wait.
Okay, we're going to wait.
Because people are over here guessing. All right, they're guessing. So I'm just going to tell you, all right? We wanted to make this so that nobody could say no to this. So you get the masterclass with Kevin. You get the masterclass with Kevin and Zig. You get the bonus videos. You get the community. All right, you get the coaching calls. All of that for $374. 6 payments of $374. Wow. You go to zigsecrets.com/enroll. And you will not be disappointed. In fact, I got to tell you something. How much is one sale worth to you? How much would one sale? In fact, put that in the comments. What is one sale in your business worth to you? One extra sale. And we teach over 40 of the closing techniques. Over 40 of the closing techniques we teach in there. We provide a community. You get to have Kevin come along as a mentor. You get to have Zig Ziglar teach his iconic material on the spot. And I'm telling you what, because of this webinar tonight, so that's all the stuff you get. If you go to zigsecrets.com/enroll right now, you'll find everything I just said. But I want to tell you something. We said if you'll stay to the end of this webinar, regardless of if you enroll, we've got a free gift for you. So stick with us, okay? Because Tom's chomping at the bit. I asked each person up here to offer one thing that was only available on this webinar. One thing that's only available on Facebook Live in the webinar that you're not going to get if you go to zigsecrets.com/enroll, you're not going to find it on there.
Yeah.
So Tom, but wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. All right.
So what's the one thing you're going to give to everybody to right now on this webinar?
Yeah, so, one of the most valuable things that I had is I could call Dad, right? And so what I want to do is anybody who enrolls tonight off of this webinar, I want to have a call with you, a 10-minute call.
Oh, wow.
Any sales question you have, any life question you have, any Zig story that you want to tell. Now, the reason that I think this is so important is because I was in your chair. I was scared when I first started in sales. I mean, I started when I was 24, but I had 24 years of development, and I was still scared when I started in sales. It wasn't until I learned the secrets, I learned the techniques, I learned the right questions to ask, which is all included. And so right now, I know in your business, in your sales career, there is a question or something that comes up all the time. And I want to talk to you about that.
You're going to solve their specific problem.
That's
right.
right.
Listen,
When they call you. That's unbelievable.
I gotta tell you something. All right, number one, I got to point out some stuff over here. We've got some people in the comments that just bought.
Yeah.
Okay, and I just want to call them out. Gary, thank you very much for getting involved. We got Jason that's Ranny is going to the site right now to buy. We got Sherry. We got several people here that are put in the comments. If you've already enrolled in this masterclass, we've got some people that have enrolled that are already in the community. So if you've enrolled and you're in the community, and so okay. So we got people that are going over right now, and they said we'll be back. So they're going over to enroll. But I want to reinforce something. The value. I mean, if we did nothing to the course that your dad taught, it's worth the $374 a month for 6 months. But then you add everything else on it, and then a live phone call from you, Tom, to literally pour into their life and help them do what your dad did for you. I can't even put a value on that.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay? Yeah. And I know Kevin's got some stuff from his own, I mean, this guy has received 50,000 pitches.
Right.
All right? This guy knows more about pitches than anybody in the world. And I think you've got a little pitch surprise.
So I have a couple things up the sleeve here.
All right.
Okay, right? Number one, I'm going to give you the 10 steps to a perfect pitch. And I can actually take about an hour to do that, but I put it on video for those of you that call tonight. And it's actually, but wait, there's more at the end of 10 because it's actually 12. Okay, so, all right, but it's all done beautifully. And you might want to have a perfect pitch if you're building a website. Maybe you're raising money. Maybe you're going on Shark Tank. Okay, so whatever it is, these 10 steps plus 2 at the end are going to give you an amazing way to turn every kind of deal into success. So the 10 steps to a perfect pitch also included as part of that, because people that are starting a business, they need, if you're pitching for money, you better have a good business plan. So we've also got the 12 steps to a perfect business plan. And the last piece of this is also the 7 steps to become a key person of influence and become the most highly paid person in your industry. Now, am I allowed to give anything else out? One more thing, maybe?
You're the guy who invented the phrase,
Okay,
but wait, there's more. So
Okay.
I don't think you ever
Okay.
get to have to.
There's always a little bit more, right? So we're going to invite you to a private event that we're going to have.
You're right.
That I'm going to be at.
Yep.
And I'm going to grab your phone. You're going to grab your phone. We're going to take a picture together, and you post that up on your social media, however you want to use it. The shark says, "Let's do it," and we're going to get a one-on-one right there at the event. But this is only for those that are listening and buying tonight. Okay.
Yeah, I love that. So
Yeah,
you're
we can't
you're
do it for
telling me
everybody.
you get the class, you get the community, you get the bonus videos, you get the coaching calls, you get a one-on-one call with Tom, and then you get a free ticket to one of our live events where you can come and meet Kevin one-on-one, take a picture, post it everywhere. All right, I got to get in the game. So I'm the physical product guy. So here's what I got.
Yeah.
You buy from this webinar, all right? You buy from this webinar. This is Zig Ziglar's personal performance planner that he perfected over decades, all right? We are going to give you this physical planner. This physical planner. We're going to go a step further. Right here at the bottom, we're going to emboss your name. So you're going to have your name embossed on the bottom. Get the physical planner that Zig Ziglar used for decades in his own life. We're going to give that to you, only to the people that are watching this webinar. You're going to get this. And then we're also, as a result, this is what we call our goals package. We're going to give you the How to Stay Motivated. You're going to get the download, the MP3 version of How to Stay Motivated with the planner. This is how you accomplish your goals. If you want to crush your goals in 2018, then you got to get this. So you get everything at zigsecrets.com/enroll, plus a call with Tom, plus the perfect pitch, plus a free ticket to an event, and the goals package. I don't know how we could do any more to make sure that you guys were set up for incredible success in 2018. So here's what I want to do. We're going to talk about this a little more, but I want you to be able to put in the questions. If you've got questions for us, I want to be able to answer those questions in over here. So we've got, let's see, people are asking 10 perfect pitches. That would make me happy. All right? To learn how to make a perfect pitch, that would make me happy. And so put questions over here. Any of you that have got questions, we'll stay on for a while. We'll answer some of the questions that you guys have. And so one of the questions is that, can I get started in the community right away? And the answer is, as soon as you enroll, you get an invitation to get invited into the community. So you're in the community immediately. All right?
You're in the community.
Well, we've got hundreds that are already in the community. We opened up our community, all right, on Monday, and we already have hundreds of people in the community waiting to welcome you, waiting to help you crush it in 2018. So we've already got people in the community. All right, so, okay, here's a great question. All right, what happens after 6 months? Will you still give us support? Here's the deal, all right? This is not, you know what, let's do? We're going to throw in one more. Just for the Zig Ziglar community. Here's what we're going to do. You buy, you're going to get lifetime access to the community. Now, normally, you know how these kinds of master classes work. You have to rebuy it every year. Every year, you've got to rebuy it. You get involved with this, only the Zig Ziglar community here. We will give you lifetime access. Does that answer your question right here? It says, what happens after 6 months?
Yeah.
That was cavalier. I'll tell you what happens after 6 months. You finish that 6-month payment, you're in for life. You're in the community for life. We will support you on the coaching calls, on the community for life. All right, we got a bunch of questions rolling in. Let's see. Does it matter when I start if I'm here today? You guys want to take that? I mean, the way we are delivering this content, does it matter when they start?
I always say act now, because now is generally a good time. But I mean, I would think that whatever business you're in, you're going to be able to use these closes and these tips and watch these things immediately. But I don't think you could, if you wanted to wait a couple of days, that's fine. But I think the people that are joining right now.
Yeah, I agree. The fact is, though, it's online delivery, so you can watch it in your car, you can watch it at home, you can watch it in your bedroom, in your office, you can watch it from anywhere. That's the beauty of this.
You know, Dad had he loved this quote, and it's one of the quotes it's not his. It's actually Joe Saba, and Joe Saba said, "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great." And here's the thing: 2018, the person you're going to transform into, bottom line, it's a choice. And we know from reality, it's the same with sales. You're either getting closer to a sale or further away from a sale. And so right now, you are closer to the 2018 you that you want than you've ever been. All it takes is the decision to start, to say yes, to say, I'm all in. Because when you take action, I remember I was with Dad, and we're sitting there at this product table, and this guy bought one of everything. I mean, this is 25 years ago, and it's $2,000.
Yeah, so you're talking about way more than the $374 it takes to get started today.
This is $2,000 of VHS and cassette tapes. I mean, the box weighed 50 pounds. And he looks at Dad, and he says, look at this. I'm going to be successful now. And Dad pointed at that box, and he said, that'll work if you do.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. You got to start now. You've got to make the decision. This is my year. 2018 is the year that my goals happen. But they won't happen until you start. And so that's why we're making this offer tonight for everybody who's watching, because we want you to start. What do they get right away, Mark? What are the things that they can start with?
Well, I mean, number one, they can join the community. And one of the questions we had is, what is the community? So the community is a closed Facebook group. So it literally is, you get your confirmation, you click a button that says, I want to join the community. We verify that you actually bought the course, and then you're in the community. You're welcomed into the community, you're engaged in the community. So number one, they get that right away. Number two, they get access to Module 1 instantly. You can start learning tonight if you want. You can start learning tonight. So you get access instantly. You get invited into the community right away. So there's things that you can do to get started. I mean, you can pay for your first $374 just from Module 1. And so we've got a lot of people that are throwing in here too. Is there a payment plan? Do you take credit cards? And that absolutely. We take debit card and credit card, all right? And so $374 is the payment plan. You can save some money if you want to do a one-time payment. But if you want to get started with $374, I guarantee you Module 1, probably Video 1, will return your investment right there. And don't forget, you get a phone call from Tom Ziglar. You get invited to the live event. You can go look this up, all right? You can go look this up on... you can go look this up online and see the value. This is a couple $100 right here I'm holding in my hands with the planner and the How to Stay Motivated, the goals. So we're throwing in so much value. One of the other things you get right away is you get one of these books, Spiral Bound Workbook, with all the pages printed off for you, ready to go. So you get what we call the black box, okay? The secrets come in a black box where they've got this book that's already printed out, ready to go, ready for you to fill in so that you can start crushing it in sales. So you get a lot of things right away. You get the black box, you get instant access. I mean, you get started on, a fast track to success.
So I got to ask for permission for this, okay?
Oh, gee whiz. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I want to add something. We used to have this thing around here. We was WWZD, right? What would Zig do?
What would Zig do? WWZD.
What would Zig do? Okay, so what I want to do is, for those in the community, I want to personally answer one question a week that comes into the community, right? Yeah. You just write it in, and it'll be under the heading, what would Zig do? And I'm going to answer your sales question, whatever that is, as part of the community. I don't know, Mark, we'll have to come up with some kind of system where we can pick the one. But you know what? It's like there's just this little thing. It's not like an incredible change that takes you over the top. It's just a little shift in thinking. It's that one extra thing. So
yeah, that's great.
All right, we got someone that just said under $400. I'm in.
Yeah.
Okay. We got somebody else that says, looking forward to getting my black box. I'm in. All right. So seriously, this is a no-brainer. I mean, what we're going to be able to do, if you've got a product, a purpose, or a passion that the world needs, this is for you. If you want to do more in sales this year than you did last year, this is for you. And so Nicole Bell just bought. Nicole, let's give a shout out to Nicole.
Hey, Nicole.
Hey, Nicole,
Right.
thank you.
Hey, Nicole, call me.
That's
Get
awesome.
your 10 minutes.
All right, we got some people over here too saying, follow up with me. Hey, can somebody on the team put the toll-free number? If you want to speak to somebody, we've actually got people that are online right now that are answering the phone. So I want somebody on the team to put the toll-free number in the comments. And so, so if you want to talk to somebody, if you've got some questions, if you want to figure something out, if you're trying to, to figure some stuff out, if your question didn't get answered, call. But I want to tell you something. These bonuses, all right, these bonuses that you've got, okay, the bonuses are not going to be available forever. So you got to act on this. All right. Tom can't call everybody. All right. Tom can't, we can't give out unlimited, tickets. So get involved. All right. There's no reason not to get involved. We got a bunch more questions coming in. Is this only available tonight? All right. You guys need to act. All right. You've got to act within, really within the next 20 minutes of this webinar. All right. We want to give you time to get through the cart close, and we want to give you time to get through there. But I'm going to tell you something. The bonuses we threw out, you got to act. If you don't act, it's, then you're probably not going to do it. So as Kevin said, act now. Now is the time to get started. And I want to tell you something. I want to be totally transparent. I'm just going to go right out there and say, if you get into this course and it's not for you, we have a 30-day refund policy. So where's the risk in this? There is no risk, okay? Before your charge is even due on your credit card, if you don't see the value, if you don't see that this is changing your life, that's helping you sell more, just take advantage of our refund. I don't want anybody to get this and not feel like they're getting the value, okay? Even though we've given all these extra value points, I want to go public and say, you've got 30 days to check this out and make sure that you're winning. Make sure that this is a win for you. Why would we do something like that, guys?
Yeah. No, I mean, it's amazing. Anybody that's out there, this is taking Ziglar to the biggest level that we've ever been at, because I surround all of the Zig material, and actually, I don't know if I can even tell them about the hologram that we've done.
You kind of already did.
I mean, we actually have Zig that we're going to be showing coming in a hologram on stage with us in various places. By the time you come to the event that we do live, you're going to see Zig in hologram form. So that's pretty powerful. There's one other fast little close I want to tell people about, because some people are afraid to sell. They think I can't sell. And we developed something very powerful called testimonial selling. And so it isn't always what you say, because some people will say, well, how do I know that that's accurate? Well, testimonial selling is one of the biggest things in infomercials, is other people say what they like about the product. But it's not just a consumer testimonial. In our course, the master class, we teach you 5 different kinds of testimonials. There's the consumer or the user testimonial, there's a professional testimonial, there's a celebrity testimonial, there's then also a editorial, which would be a newspaper, a magazine, a trade journal, and then there's a 5th kind of testimonial that's a clinical study or a product testing lab or something like that. But there's 5 different kinds of testimonials that can help you sell that product.
All right. I love that. And we've got a whole bunch of stuff rolling in here, so I got to cover this. All right. Someone says, I want to do the one-time payment. How much is the one-time payment? You save $245 for the one-time payment of $1,999. Okay, so that's the one-time payment. That was a question. We've got another one that says there's 6 hours and 7 minutes left for the Sandler bonus. We have a bonus on the Sandler bonus, and it expires tonight at midnight. Okay, so there's some real timeliness on this. Midnight tonight, Pacific time, it's gone. So there are some bonuses that go away. So you do have to get that in time. I got another person that says, this is going to be amazing. I'm in. All right, I'm learning from you 3 on video. And so, okay, here's Bree says, I'm confused. There was an exciting post on Facebook this evening that says there's going to be a giveaway tonight of Zig's most popular audiobooks at 8 p.m. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to grab the free gift. We said at 8 p.m. Central Time, all right, or Eastern Time. If you stayed with us till the end, that there was going to be a gift. I want you guys to answer this question, all right? And then I'll get the gift and I'll share it with them at the end. Okay. I've had a couple people on here that said, I'm new to sales. In fact, we've got one that says, I'm new in network marketing. All right, is there anything in here that would help me to be successful in sales? Now, you guys are laughing already. That means that, is that like getting a no? You know that this is about to be a slam dunk close. So one of you guys take it away and I'll go grab the free gift for tonight.
Well, I mean, Zig went to all. He was one of the biggest speakers at all of the MLM companies in the back in the day, right? So obviously, yes, for multi-level marketing, there's a whole. I think one of the most powerful core secret that Zig had was you can get everything in life you want if you just help enough other people get what they want, and so you're putting the customer before yourself. And so this is what, in the multi-level marketing business, it's all about, is helping people build their business. You're helping them. You're putting them before you. You're helping them with their calls, with their meetings, with building their organization, with training. And this was the mentality that Zig Ziglar taught people on how to go out and recruit people, because you're going to help them build their downline, etc.
I tell you what, I grew up at network marketing meetings with Dad. I mean, that's where we went. I remember being in an audience of 30,000 people and being there when all of these people, they hear Dad and they come back and they invest in the programs. And the reason they invest in it is real simple. Network marketing is most of all relationships. And you can't build a relationship without trust, and you can't have trust without integrity. So everything, every aspect of Secrets of Successful Selling in the masterclass is about integrity and trust and relationships. There is no more powerful program than that. The only challenge that we have when it comes to traditional network marketing is network marketers don't like the word sell, right? But the reality is, and I'm a student of this, like in the Hebrew language, the word sell actually means to look into the future of your prospect and anticipate a pain or a problem and then help them avoid it. You guys in network marketing, that's what you do. The lifeblood of your organization is helping people save money or become healthier or to have better relationships, whatever the key is. So you're actually looking into the future of those you talk to, and you're helping them avoid pain. There is no prouder profession than sales.
All right, so here we go. We've got selling. Someone said selling is problem solving. The next thing is Randy says, is the toll-free number good from Canada? Will someone from the team answer that in the comments? Make sure it's good from Canada. If not, we'll reach out to you and get your number and we'll call you. Okay? So this is a no-brainer. You put your email in the comments. We'll reach out to you, and you don't have to put your phone number in there if you don't want to, but put your email in there and we'll reach out to you. I want to call out Harry. Harry Gordon says, "You guys rock. I'm in." Welcome, Harry. Welcome to the community.
Right.
Welcome to Secrets of Closing the Sale Masterclass. Get ready for your phone call, your tickets, your live event. And so here is you guys' free gift for all of you that stayed to the end. And we have hundreds of you still on. Hundreds of you are still on, all right? Like, we've got several hundred still on. So here we go.
Yeah.
You go to Ziglar.com and you order closes, closes, closes. And the coupon code is SECRETS. We're giving this away to you free. For staying with us till the end, hundreds of you that stayed with us till the end, we're going to give you the MP3 version of Closes, Closes, Closes. All you have to do is go to Ziglar.com, order it, put in the coupon code SECRETS, and you're going to get it for free. Just for being on here. All right? Because we want to help you get what you want. That's the only way that the Ziglar brand knows how to do business, is to help you get what you want. All right, we got people putting their phone number in here. We're going to be calling you, okay? We're going to be calling you when this is over. If you need someone to call you, if you're in a different country and you want us to call you, we'll be happy to call you. We got more we got Patricia says, "Thank you. You're very welcome. Thank you for being on here." Shout out to Richie Norton. Hey, buddy.
Richie.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, Richie Norton sent me over.
Okay.
Okay. So shout out to our buddy, our good friend Richie Norton, sent you over here. Thank you, Richie. He's a great partner. And so, yeah, we want to give this gift to you, MP3 of Closes. And so we got more questions coming in. Thank you for the MP3. You're welcome. We got, I'm a founding member of a crowdfunding company. And so we've got another phone number. All right, guys, you want a phone call tonight? We've got a team that will call you. So if you want a phone call, if you've got questions you didn't get answered, if you want somebody to call you, put your phone number in the comments. I guarantee you will get a phone call tonight. All right? In fact, you put your phone number in. If you're serious about getting this course, you might even get a phone call from Tom Ziglar. He's the guy who said he would talk to you on the phone.
We'll be up late tonight.
You know, I don't know how late we can get him to stay up.
This is a bridge too far.
Now we're getting a little goofy here, but all right, guys. Hey, is there anything else? What was the code again? We got more phone numbers coming in. What's the code again? Go to Ziglar.com. You order closes. Put the coupon code SECRETS. In fact, if somebody would put that in the comments, all right, so that you got it, because we want you to have it for free. You stayed with us till the end. We want you to have it for free. But listen, guys, if you want the real huge value, all right, you want the private phone call from Tom, you want the tickets, you want the masterclass access, you want the bonus videos, the coaching calls from Kevin, all right, you want in the community. That only happens if you go to zigsecrets.com/enroll. zigsecrets.com/enroll. I've got that over here. All right. That's where you go. That's where all the action happens. That's where you get in the community. That's where you're going to get all the support. And I want to remind you of one thing. All right. Lifetime access. This is not one time. This is not when you finish, your payments, it's over. Lifetime access. We're going to do a lot of stuff with Secrets Closing the Sale, and you're in, and you're going to be in for as long as you need support. I don't know how we could offer anything more tonight.
Beautiful. If this were a symphony, you'd be our conductor. You did an amazing job. It's fantastic. The value here is north of $30,000.
Without a doubt. No, easily more than $30,000. And we're talking about you can get started tonight for $374.
So are we going to make them wait for the close that's made more money than any other close?
All right. Who wants to hear? Who wants to hear the close that's made more money than any other close? I gotta see here. All right.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Here we go.
Here they come.
Yes, me. Yes, me.
Okay.
All right. So someone is saying the code didn't work. All right. So we need someone on the tech team. All right. Oh, hey, you know why? You must be looking at the MP3. I'm being told that if the code didn't work, it's because you're trying to buy the DVDs. You got to do the MP3. Closes, MP3, then put in the code. Okay? And if it's still not working, give us your email. We'll email you. You put your email in there, we will email you the MP3. Okay? There's no way you're leaving without getting this. All right? And I'm going to have the team go on right now and order their own and verify it's working, and then put one of the comments in there that they got through. So I want our own team to go in and do this so that they can verify that this is working. All right, Tom. We got a whole bunch of people saying, I'm in. I want to know we got a yes with about 1,000 S's. Okay? So what is this close?
All right. So here it is. And really, if you use this close every day, you will pay for the whole program in the first 30 days. So here it is. How many of you have ever had the objection, the price is too high? Mm-hmm. You ever had that?
Yep.
It costs too much. The price is too high. And so this is where you get your pen out, because you write this down and you say this verbatim when somebody tells you the price is too high. Here it is. You ready? Mr. Prospect, our company decided many years ago to explain the investment one time rather than to apologize for poor quality in service over and over again. And I bet you're glad we made that decision, aren't you? That's it. I have had more people come to me and say, I was stuck in my sales career and I was out of desperation. I went through the material. I picked out that close. I felt foolish saying that line, And people looked at me and they bought, right? Because here's the reality. We created a program here that the investment it's incomparable.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
And so we have explained, we've justified, we've talked about the investment. We would rather explain it one time than to apologize for a program that doesn't deliver. That is why we put this together. And if you believe in your product or service, you should be able to look them in the eye and tell them exactly the same thing. Because that's what selling is. It's serving. It's helping them achieve the goals that they want in their life.
I love it. Hey, I want you to know that the code is working. All right, we've got people that are using it. There might have been a little error. We've even put the link. You can click on the link now. If you go in there, there's a link. You can click on it, go right to it, put the code in. It works absolutely fine. So thank you. We've got good code, works for me, working now. Links are in there. So you can go on and click the link and get it. All right, Tom gave you a bonus close tonight. All right, a bunch of you have joined the community. We're going to see you inside the community. Anything else? Anything else you want to say in the wrap up, Kevin?
Well, I'm just honored to be part of bringing Zig Ziglar back to the future, as I say, because when Zig passed, that people wanted to give him a tribute. So he had never really done any kind of social media. They went to Facebook, and 4.5 million people have given their honor to Mr. Ziglar. And Tom, it's an honor to be here with you, to be part of bringing the legacy of Zig Ziglar to folks out there that may not have had the opportunity like we've had. He mentored me from my high school years on, all through my infomercial years. And I just want to say that this product, the package that we created is second to none, and it's well worth every penny times 10. So please, today is the day. This is a great time to do it. Thank you.
I agree.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you guys for joining us here tonight. All right, act now. Do not wait. All right, you're not going to find these bonuses if you just show up on the page. All right, you've got to act now. In fact, you need to buy and identify yourself. If you want some of these physical bonuses, the only way we can ship it to you is we need you to let us know. Say, hey, I bought and I want my free planner. All right, I want my phone call from Tom, because you're not going to see that online. That's why you're on this webinar. That's why it's important that you buy tonight. That's why it's important that you buy from this webinar, and then let us know that you bought. Hit us back and say, I bought. And if you need more questions answered, you can go to zigsecrets.com/enroll. Click the chat box, all right, down in the lower right-hand corner. You can chat with somebody. We've got people waiting. We've got a toll-free number, all right? So there's no reason for you not to get your questions answered. Get involved with this, and you got to do it from this webinar, because you're not going to find all these bonuses anywhere else. These guys gave away everything but the kitchen sink tonight. All right, we got a little but wait, there's more carried away. But it's for your benefit. Okay, so thank you everybody for joining us. Cheers. And so we've got a bunch of people putting their email in here, your phone numbers. You put your phone number in here. I promise you'll get a phone call back tonight. We'll see you guys in the community.